Yo, what's up everyone? How y'all doing? Let me just lower the, it's gonna get a bit hot now, but you know what? I think that's okay. The fan is at a lower setting because I'm sure you can hear it through the mic. But anyways, yeah, let's let's just open the window first. Hmm. It's been quite a while since I've uploaded on my TikTok, and especially a while since I've uploaded on my YouTube channel, or at least long form content. And it got me thinking, like, the, what should I even upload? Because that's the reason why I wasn't doing anything. Because I was making videos, but they weren't getting views, and shorts were performing the best on TikTok. Short form content wise, short form content was performing the best on TikTok, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do YouTube, like focus on YouTube at the moment. And let me just what's this? Latency, frames dropped. It feels a bit, like a bit slow. Let me just stop fucking streaming. I'm just looking through some settings to see if it's like output wise, what would better the frames, because like, oh yeah, it's 59 FPS. It says 56 FPS, which is still not okay. Okay, like you get me. General, yeah, okay, yeah. Video 60. Let me just try again. I'll start streaming again after. Yo, oh yeah, it's way better now. Before the lag was crazy before. But yeah, now it seems to be way better. The FPS, the output, everything is smooth. There is no lag. There is no issue. You know what? Fair enough. Let's go on with it. Haven't drawn like this in a while now. I actually don't know what to draw actually. Let me just try by starting some basic shapes, I guess. Full focus to make sure my attention doesn't diverge from this. Tension is everything. I've noticed that. This feels like meditation. No thoughts, just pure focus. I should do these more often. This is fun. Every time I speak, my attention diverts from this to the actual thoughts in my mind. I don't like that. Damn, I don't know what else to draw. What other shapes are there? Cylinder. I understand now why artists speak very slow when they're drawing. It's because it helps them focus, focus more on the act of drawing. I just made him, I just created a new shape over there. Oh, you can call it a pyramid, but you know, it sounds better, sounds more cool to just say, oh, I made a shape. Okay, loose. Just draw a hammer, straight line. Keep at the base of both ends. Yep, yep. Hmm. Let's draw. Let me turn off the TV first. It's bugging me out. Wait a second. Oh yeah, let's draw another cube before we move on to actual anatomy. I was always good with cubes. I was always good with 3D objects. Maybe because I was always good with imagining things in my mind compared to my peers, my friends, my classmates, not my friends. Told them. I feel really sleepy right now. It's 2:37 in the morning. My sleep schedule is messed up. Astronom. I need to stop watching TikTok. The bicep, the tricep, the forearm. Another um, maybe the bicep is supposed to be a bit bigger than the shoulder muscle. At least that's what I've seen. I feel like I want to die right now. You know, I hate to say this, but there is a certain pressure that comes with wanting to make money. I think a lot of people will relate to me. It's that I, alongside other people, feel anxious in the fact that we don't have enough money. And no matter how much we try, we just can't seem to get anything. I've been trying to make money this whole summer, the entirety of last year. And, uh, and before that, I've tried to make money so many times for so long. Yo, Asher, shit. I wasn't actually listening, looking at the chat. I was just talking to myself. Down. What? Wait a second. That's crazy. I was I was almost gonna fall asleep on my fucking I apologize for swearing, but it's it's almost 3 a.m., bruh. Like, come on. I just noticed. I don't know how late, like what's the latency, like how much the delay is, but I'm guessing it is uh a bit in it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you joining in it. I don't know how many viewers are either. I'm just looking at my OBS studio thing. I looked up and I was like, yo, it's Ashley, yo. That's crazy. I gained motivation to draw a bit more. Fair enough. Let's draw some eyes now. Damn, that's crazy. 3:42. But wait a second. What are you doing this late though? Ah, I see. I see. Okay. Fair enough. Both in the same boat. Messed up sleep schedules, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go to sleep. And like, you know what? What funny is, what the fuck? Now, do you know what's funny? I was planning to stream this for like a good hour, and I I was thinking like, okay, realistically, I can't think of enough things to talk about every single day on a daily basis. And because I wasn't seeing much engagement, I was like, I need to make it sustainable in the fact that I can just draw and I can, produce content in my YouTube channel and then repurpose it for my TikToks. That's why I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna repurpose those videos for, 10, 15 minute videos, and then repurpose again for TikTok. I was like, damn, that's a good idea. That's what I'm gonna be streaming from now on, hopefully. I usually sleep during the day that way. I avoid the hottest hours. Yeah, me too, bro. I, you know what? When it's hot, it's hard to sleep. So I think sleeping during the hottest hours kind of just makes me makes my sleep even worse. Like I wake up drenched in sweat. So I don't know. I mean, I rate the strategy though. You know, hey, thank you. Uh, yeah, I'll be doing more live streams, and now you know what? I'm not really worried about if I don't get much engagement because to get the most amount of engagement, you need to really make or curate your content in a certain way that appeals to people quickly. And I'm more leaning towards the fact that I can just grow organically if I just don't care about this. And, slowly but surely people will notice me and realize that, oh, you know what, this guy's content is quite fire. Like, he's pretty good, authentic, and what the fuck did I just draw? I just drew those eyes with no soul. But yeah, it's like I'm thinking about just doing it because I like drawing and because I like talking to myself. I like to do all these things. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing it for the love of it. I'm not gonna be caring about the views. And my content on TikTok might change a little bit. Dizzy when I wake up, I feel dizzy when I get up from when I'm sitting down on a chair. I feel really dizzy. Maybe it's just low iron or some vitamin. Yeah, I'm glad as well. I needed to, think about it more. in a sustainable way because the issue with TikTok was that the issue with my content strategy was that I was pushing for max amount of views and I wasn't getting any. So I was like, I'm not gonna have as much. It's not gonna be. I don't know how to explain it really, but thinking about things every single day to talk about, new things, just not run out of ideas, it's a bit difficult. And I gotta keep on reading every single day. And I was like, only when you're editing all day and just not in the best sort of state of mind to be reading and studying things, it gets difficult in a way to think of new things to talk about, new advice because you can only give out only a certain amount of advice because you've only lived a certain amount of years. So yeah, that was the issue I faced. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna do this new thing. Yeah, I know. Remember, you asked for like, oh yeah, when are you gonna be making long form content? I was like, I need to make more long form content now that I've got some demand. Gotta keep myself hydrated as well. You know, I was thinking, I was watching a video today. It was about childhood neglect, and it was interesting. It was interesting because the symptoms were quite relatable, and the symptoms were, oh yeah, no, I don't feel pressure. It's it was more the fact that uh running out of ideas. That was the thing because again, like, you can't come up with new things every single day unless you have a lot of wisdom. And that was the main thing. The pressure was like it was manageable because I'm free all day. There's not much to do, so I can just make videos all day, and it wouldn't make a difference. So that pressure wasn't really an issue unless like I was working all day and then I was coming back home at late night and making videos. But like, yeah, reviving attention and likes is an addiction. It is, but it feels good though. It's you know what? It's a good thing, and this is gonna be between me and you. I mean, anyone can watch it, find out about this advice, but I found out something about how to cope with your addictions, right? So let's say you have addiction X. Okay, you have addiction X, and then you are struggling with it, and then you find out this thing, which is Y. Y as in this thing which is Y is TikTok. It gives you views, gives you attention, it gives you a lot of dopamine. As not like you're scrolling, but like you're making content, people like it, and you know, you get like this boost of dopamine from seeing that people like your content, they're commenting, they're sharing your things, and you see your account grow. You get this level of dopamine from this, and it's a lot of times I've noticed it in my case that it's enough to help me ignore my addiction, which is X. So you develop a new one, which is healthy in a way, to get rid of your old one. So it's two addictions, but the old one being really healthy, or really unhealthy. You can get rid of it by developing a new one, which is healthy. Not a healthy as in that it's the healthiest addiction out there, but like, it is not really destructive as a lot of the other ones out there. you know. I noticed this ASAP as soon as possible. Like as soon as I start to make content, I start to find people, likes, more likes, more and more things. I found like, oh yeah, this is it's quite neat. It's kind of neat. Let me just check how many viewers I have. I don't know. View your channel. One watching. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Soon we'll make it. Make it soon. We gotta focus on this. That's true. I guess the criteria to meet that addiction, the criteria that the addiction needs to meet is something that doesn't mess with your dopamine system, not mess, it doesn't mess with your attention span, your, okay, so it shouldn't, so for an addiction to be considered good, it has to have a positive sort of effect, depending on what your positive is for you. So it has to be positive. So for me, positive was that uh, I was getting attention and it was, giving me a potential for making more money in the future. That was positive. And the negatives should be outweighed by the positives. And the negatives, I mean, not the positive still. The positive should also be the fact that the effect the side effects shouldn't really mess up your attention span. I'm sure there are other things you can think of, but these are two things that I thought of just on the spot. Like, it should have like an end, it should be meeting like an end goal that you have, like some sort of end result that you want to achieve, like, I want to make more money. And the negatives shouldn't be really bad, as in they shouldn't fuck with your attention span, you know. It is quite hard, actually. It is quite hard. I feel restless, as in I need to make more money. I feel really restless sometimes. Like I need to make money now. I need to make money now. And some sort of any side hustle, anything will do. And a lot of times, that's the reason why I have a sleep schedule like this because I can't sleep. Like this guilt looms over, saying that it whispers in my ear that I need to make more money. I need to make more money all the time. And of course, I'm a very inefficient human being, so the guilt is even more because I'll kind of waste time every now and then over here. I get distracted easily, and yeah, there's this looming the guilt and just on top of me all the time. It's like, oh yeah, you need to make money now. You need to make more money ASAP. I don't know if you have experienced that, or being overwhelmed by all the opportunities that you have presented towards you. Like when AI was a big thing, like a couple years ago, it was just starting out. Everyone was like, on ChatGPT all the time, talking about like, oh yeah, this side hustle, that side hustle, like this AI thing, that AI thing. I was quite literally overwhelmed and restless the whole time, being like, there's so many things I could do. There's so many things I could do. So which one should I do? You know, it was. it was really exciting in a sense though, still. Hmm, I see what you mean. Maybe it's all dependent on what we value. Because for me, I value money, not like a satanic way, but as in a way that I need to make it to just to, support my family. And the fact that I haven't made it so far is the frustration and like the eagerness to make money ASAP and work even harder. And for you, it might be, it is probably to make more, to get better grades because that's what you value and that's what family wants from you more. Yeah, I mean, you could say that. It's inefficiency. You know what's actually inefficiency as well that really grinds my gears because naturally I am a lazy person, and what happens is I don't know if I wait what. Oh yeah, yeah, I can see it now. Okay, okay, yeah. Because I was like, wait a second, where's the chat box? And then I realized like, oh yeah, it's I haven't stacked it properly on OBS Studio. I forgot honestly. I do not remember if I did make a video because I've made quite a few videos in it, so it's like I don't recall any memory of me making anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, yo, why is Ashley not showing up on my screen? I was like, what? I was like, what? Nah. You know what? Let's make some proper drawings now. Enough with this. Let's make some proper drawings. Yeah, it takes a bit. That's what I was saying. Like, it's taken a bit for the responses to come back and forth. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know how to fix it either. If you know what, I'm gonna look that up. Like, why is the delay so large? Like, maybe it's also because the settings that I'm operating on is optimal for my PC, for my laptop, not PC, and anything else will sort of create other issues. Because I tried doing 60 FPS and that didn't quite work out. I was like, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I'm from the UK. I live in London right now, a university student. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm 20 years old. I don't know why I just mentioned my age. It's kind of weird. What about you? You mentioned that time over there is an hour. Uh, it's an hour of a difference. So over here it's like 3 a.m. Over there, I'm pretty sure it's 4 a.m. now. I'm guessing it's in the Middle East. It's somewhere has to be somewhere near Saudi Arabia or Tunisia, if I had to guess, like somewhere around that strip of countries. I study illustration. I did like a 1 year course in my university, and that was to like get me all prepared for the main course, called like an appetizer. like a little starters menu. Now I'm going to be doing illustration for the next 3 years now. It feels so wrong to just reveal my identity and like all this information online because I'm so used to just giving out false information. Oh yeah, Spain, see, yes. I guess it's a bit more west. It's a bit more west from Tunisia or like maybe, I don't know, Saudi Arabia. It's closer to the UK. Well, that's pretty cool. Studying 18 mechanics. Oh, okay. You know what? It's the stereotypes in it because it's just stereotypes, bro. It's just stereotypes. Guys will always be engineers and girls will always be doctors. That happens in my country as well. Oh, you can teach. You know what? I was thinking like to make videos on how to draw. I don't know if that's going to be something that you want to see because I can make drawing videos like, okay, this is how to learn how to draw. But I was like, I can make it into a course, but I don't have enough people to pay for the course and people are not going to be watching it. So I'm like, I might as well just make it free for now and then, in the future, do like private lessons that I can have that's paid. Right now, it's like, what, it doesn't really matter. I guess the best thing to do is just make it free. But I don't know if you're gonna want to, or you're gonna be willing to watch it consistently, or if it makes my niche different than what it is right now. Because right now it's like giving advice and talking about stuff, right? And it might just shift my niche from that to something else. And I don't know. But you know what? It's a good shout. I might start making it. Let's start drawing. Hmm. You know what? Funny enough, I think everyone is creative. I think everyone is creative because I thought I wasn't creative, but it's all about just sitting down. I think creativity is just meditation. If you think about it, because I realized this only very recently after I stopped making my TikToks, and I'm going to be getting back on, of course, but I realized this really, really recently, and it's that creativity is nothing but just meditation. You sit down, you put your hands like this, you and you forget about all your issues, all of your stresses, all your worldly, like, oh, I gotta do this homework, I'll go do that homework, that assignment, this assignment, this thing, that thing. You forget everything. You take a pencil and just start drawing, right? It's just completely in the moment. And then you start seeing things in your mind. And then you don't think about the key is to not think. It's not think, is to draw whatever is in your mind, even if it doesn't really make sense. Like, oh yeah, I can be drawing a guy over here, like a pair of eyes over here. Then I feel like drawing like a pillar over here. That is creativity, essentially. It's just meditation. So you can be, you can sit down, if you want to be creative, just sit down and just let your mind to come up with things, think of things, because you've lived 18 years in this planet. You've seen things. Creativity is just basically letting those things surface up and then you just draw. And that's it. I think that's the same technique that Hayao Miyazaki uses for his movies. Studio Ghibli, I'm not sure if you heard of it, it's, anime studio, beautiful movies. And his technique is very different from like Hollywood and all that, like Disney. Whereas Disney, prioritizes Hollywood in general, and all of these uh sort of film industries prioritize technique and like structure that is well written, like just really well written structures. And like, oh yeah, this technique or that technique. I spoke about this on my videos as well, but like even when whilst all these industries, film industries in the West, like India or Hollywood, they prioritize technique. Hayao Miyazaki prioritizes uh, creativity and just going with the flow, and then you make adjustments on that. So it's just raw material. You put on paper, you draw whatever you want. Don't have any idea of what you're drawing. You just draw, and then you come up with things, and then you're like, okay, this makes sense. Oh yeah, oh cool. I can do this with this, or this character, or that character. Everything makes sense afterwards. Yeah, I've been quite lazy with my meditations recently, so I need to get back on that. Yeah, it's not 100%. It's not something you can force at all. It needs to be from within. And people say they're not creative people. I think everyone is creative to a certain degree. We just have these beliefs that, oh yeah, I'm not creative. Like I'm not built for this. Like you're not, but you can build yourself. Like it's not going to be, that much of a struggle if you really think about it. I struggle with creativity, especially recently because it's like you can either be creative or you can be analytical. And what comes with like doing side hustles and all that is that it forces you to be very analytical and you can't be, you know, creative at the same time. They're completely opposite things. Analytical is like if this was a spectrum. I don't know if you can see it yet. For a spectrum, then this is where creativity would lie. This is where, the business brain would lie. So it's really hard to do both things at the same time. But if anyone could do either or one or the other, anyone could. Just got to be willing to do the right things and not fall into like, what people say about this. Just got to believe in what they think and message retracted. What, what did you write? Did, can you delete messages? What? Ah, okay. Writing, okay. You know, I love writing as well. I love writing. I had this little phase where I was uh, writing stories, and it was just after when I watched Spirited Away by Hayao Miyazaki again, and that gave me the the drive to be a creative, go into this field of illustration. I want to do animation actually. I wanted to do animation, but then I didn't get in it. And then I realized like, well, university it's not going to teach me anything about animation. It's just going to teach me how to be a good employee for an animation company and use techniques wisely and use this technique, use that technique. Or like this is how they research. Nah, I ain't doing all that. I'm gonna do my own thing. It sounds a bit sounds that sounded really cringe, not gonna I think back. Oh yeah, the lack of sleep in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see that now. Have you ever had a, as a genuine question, have you ever had, I think I just experienced deja vu in this literally like 2, 3 seconds ago. But anyways, uh, forgetting that. Have you ever experienced fading in and out of sleep and like you're trying to stay awake and you're trying to stay awake and you're falling asleep and like you have these little micro dreams where you have like a whole movie play within like 3 minutes. You wake up and you, oh, where am I? What am I doing? And you're still there. Like spend like 5 minutes. You've seen like a whole movie plot play out. I don't know if you've seen those. Do you think you could work drawing? Because I don't think I'd find something I'll do full-time work. I don't know actually. I don't know. But then again, I don't like doing other things. I think it's also like an identity thing because again, not again, like because you know, I've made this my whole identity, if you think about it. Like ever since I was a kid, I've always said that I want to be an artist, right? And when I like watch movies, I'm like, I want to make movies. And is now it's, I guess it's a bit too late to, let me just get this head right. I guess it's too late to change my identity because the image I formed in my head for myself has made me think of certain things, has made me want certain things. I think this happens to everyone. So if you have a certain identity for yourself, and then when parents ask you like, "Oh, what do you want to do for when you grow up, or what job you want to do, what career would you want to go into?" and you say you want something, and you say for that for the longest time, you eventually start to want things that come as a byproduct of that end goal, such as money and fame and being a celebrity, which comes with being a director. So wanting all those things, if I were to now think that, oh yeah, I don't want to be a director anymore. So me removing that one thing is going to remove everything else around it as well. It's going to be like plucking a tree off the ground. So, if it's like a little plant, you can easily pick it up. But a whole tree, that's going to bring out a lot of things. It's going to bring out it's going to bring out a big chunk of soil and a big chunk of the earth alongside it. It's not going to be just a tree that you're uprooting. You're uprooting the entire, like the whole area of earth, the whole area of the ground. So I don't know if I want to do anything else anymore. This is the only thing I have. Bruh, seeing your food move is crazy. That is, that's a different level of sleep deprivedness. That's a different level of sleep deprivation, bro. That's like uh, a medical emergency borderline. I just smudged this little area. Wow. Yeah, my parents were a bit crazy as well with that. Oh, damn. Okay. Because my parents were strictly against. My parents wanted me to be to go into STEM, to go into science. I'm eating a Kit Kat right now because yeah, let's see who's the most sleep deprived. I'm the sleep deprived artist. You're the sleep the more sleep. Oh, fuck knows. I'm just making some shit. I'm trying to make some shit fucking joke right now. It's not working out. What is wrong with this arm? Wow, hella small. Oh, yeah, we could share, you know. We could have the other half of it. Yeah, that's, that's how I eat Kit Kats. This is how you eat Kit Kats, okay? This is the best way. This is the most efficient way to eat a Kit Kat. You peel it off, and then you peel the whole side like this, and then without touching the actual chocolate, even in a hot weather, you know, especially because it gets really warm, sticky. You don't want to, you know, touch, sort of smear your essential, your workplace, right? So this is what you do. You hold it and then you eat like this. That's how you do it. Yeah, fair enough. You know, fair enough. And you can either just eat it directly, you know, just raw dog it, eat it with the paper, eat it with the plastic. I just use the scientific method for this. The you know, Einstein's method. No, come on, it's just a little bit, you know. A little bit of plastics is fine, I guess, you know. A little bit. We already have enough anyway. Like, we already have. a lot inside our bodies anyway. A little bit more isn't going to make a difference. Am I wrong? I think I'm making a valid point over here. Water, I love water. I really love water. I love it so much. I could drink water any day. You know what? Water should be the national drink of our country. And I just realized my proportions are wrong. So now we're messed up. We gotta go move on to the next one. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah. Water is amazing. Water is the greatest of all times. The goat is goated. It is, it is, if I had to choose between Ronaldo and water, I would choose water any day. If you think about it. Who you work with, bruh? Your co-workers? And you know what? I tried beer one time. I did try beer just to see what the hype was all about because everyone's like, oh, cold beer on a good hot day, watching watching basketball or watching baseball, hot dogs and cold beer, the American way. I was like, yo, what is this all about? And I order some, but I get some, and I taste that, take one sip, I'm like, this is the most ass drink I've had in my whole life. And that says something because I've had some shit fucking drinks. It's on par with, okay, let's see. It's on par with sparkling water. Sparkling water it's just a pain. It's just acid. It feels like acid. You're drinking fucking HCl, if that's anything. Nah, yeah, I agree with that. Beer doesn't taste, it doesn't, it tastes like shit, honestly. I'd rather drink cough syrup than than drink beer. That's a good point. I used to drink, well, I used to, I mean, I don't, I still drink, as in, I haven't officially stopped drinking. Like, this is the end of my drinking era. I don't drink every single day, and I haven't drank for the last, like, 7 months now. And before that as well, like, it was just, like, a couple pints in it. So, yeah, whenever I get something, like, when I started university, I don't do this anymore, but when I started university, everyone goes clubbing, right? Everyone goes clubbing, and I went with them as well. I would get Jack Daniels every single time. And like after 4 shots, I would feel like really tipsy. And shit, I just realized this is all going on my YouTube channel. My family don't know my family don't know I drink. Shit. I hope they don't find this fucking broadcast. What an L. Should have been a bit more careful. No, that's all right. Yeah, I don't like drinking. I've got alcohol in my room as well, but I just never drink it. It's all just uh alcohol from like my friends just can't be asked to throw it away and they've given it to me like, oh yeah, you can use it for your for whenever you want to drink. No, I don't drink, but I'll be happy to keep it over here in case anyone else needs it. I don't know what to draw, though, I'm not gonna lie. Just like looking through stuff. Spike Spiegel. I love this character. Spike is literally me. Jack Daniels with ice. Jack Daniels with ice. I've never tried that actually. I've never tried that. I want to try and see how it is. It's always just cold fucking, Jack Daniels, but that's a good one. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, they would get pissed off, really, because it's strictly no in our household. But then again, everyone does it, right, at university, and I don't do it every single day, and I probably won't. I have no interest. I don't like it that much. It's all right. It is all right. But I don't would do it. I don't do anything else. I don't do anything else. I'm hustling every single day, hustling all day, sacrificing my sleep, doing this shit. Yeah, Spike from Space Cowboy, Cowboy Bebop. Yep. Spike Spiegel, I'm literally him. The way he feels, I'm like, that's it. If I was in that universe, I would be a cowboy just like him. 100%. 100%. Oh, damn. There's another viewer. Woo! Yeah. Let's go. Let me know if he leaves though. 'Cause there's nothing going on right now. Now the way Spike feels pressed, I don't know why I'm lagging so much right now. I What the fuck happened? Wait, huh? Is it? Why is my thing lagging now? What? Oh, the father figure of the group. Jet is the most responsible one out the whole group. I see where you're coming from. For me, yeah, it's like the fact that Spike is always just depressed unless something is going on, you know? Like he needs some sort of stimulation. Otherwise he feels like everything is meaningless. You know what I'm saying?